crowd laughing. This a viral clip. Boxing ring, a circus tent. Can somebody tell me quick? Keith walked in with that hairline pushed way back. Said I lost some up top, but I find it in the bag. Got a flute in the case like it's part of his camp. Warm-up scale in the tunnel, that's his training camp. Fundora in the corner, gotta bend through the door. Ref said you make 154. Man, you sure? You sure? Dude so tall, nose bleeding in the cheap seats. Need customs just to check his reach on the receipts. Flute versus flute. Yeah, it's Thurman vs Tower. Keith lost hair, but he still got power. Fundora too tall for this little weight class. Body looking like a flute, long glass.
RGM don't play in the comments. Make them laugh, make them cry, that's a promise. Come correct or you pay, that's the doctrine. You just see on the chassis locked in. RGM don't play in the comments. Turn a smart mouth kid to a target. He don't care where you from or your pigment. Hashtag it come back to boxing, that's the mission. Hey, RGM, let it ring, let it ring. Hey.
What up, everybody in the NBBC? Before we get started, I want to apologize if I sound like a fish out of water. It's been a little while since I've done a video like this, you know, actually giving a boxing prediction. Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm gonna try to do my best. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Also, before I get started, I just want to say, due to boxing just not giving me enough to work with, and I do want to keep creating content, I'm going to start branching out and doing other content on here. Just whatever I feel like, to be honest. I will still be doing boxing, but you know, I've never been a fan of doing a boxing video just because, just for the sake of uploading a video. I've never really liked that. I always wanted to do videos because I want to make them, not because of some kind of obligation or to meet some kind of a quota. You know, this is a hobby that I do, and I do it for fun, you know. So I appreciate everybody who subscribed to me. Also, I have new subscribers who are not particularly into boxing. So, you know, it's the channel's evolving. But like I said, I am still making boxing content. It's just not going to be the only content that I make. And I mean, if boxing gave me a lot more to work with, I would just create another channel to make other content. But boxing doesn't really give me enough to work with. So I appreciate everybody's understanding, both on the boxing side and the non-boxing side. All right. But let's go ahead and get into the topic. This is about Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora. Keith Thurman had a really good showing in his last fight against Jarvis. He was able to knock him out, and I don't even think it took him that long. First time we've seen Keith Thurman do that in a very long time. Partially because he's been very inactive. I know he's had a lot of injuries. He's been injury prone, but I think a lot of it also has to do with him losing his hunger for the sport. It doesn't seem like he really got it. You know, when gone are the days of Keith one-time Thurman over there. You better not duck me, thun. You better not duck me, thun. Those days are long gone. And I used to be a huge Thurman fan. And what really changed that was when he started talking all that WB no crap. When he started, all of a sudden, he didn't care about becoming undisputed, just because in order to become undisputed, that meant he had to fight Terrence Crawford. When previous to Terrence Crawford becoming the WBO champion, he was singing a very different tune. So, yeah, Keith Thurman, not really much of a fan these days. But you know, he did have a good showing when he beat Jarvis. So Now he's about to go against Sebastian Fundora. This came about because originally Keith Thurman was supposed to fight, what's his name? Tim Tszyu. That's not a knock against Tszyu, by the way. I was just drawing a blank. Like I said, haven't done this for a while. But anyways, Tim, he was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu. Let me walk away from that wind chime. He's supposed to fight Tim Tszyu. That fell through when Tszyu lost to Moir Ryman. When he lost to Sebastian Fundora. So now that's how this came about. He lost to Fundora twice, so it turned into a Fundora fight. So I think Fundora is going to use his height to his advantage. Obviously, he's 6'5.5". Keith Thurman is 5'10". So yeah, I think he's gonna use his height advantage to his advantage. I think he's gonna keep him at distance, and I think he'll be able to do so. I really do. I think Fundora is gonna edge it out in a decision, but there is there's actually a very good chance that Keith Thurman could win this as well, because Keith Thurman, he does have power. Despite the fact that we haven't, Jarvis was the first knockout we saw in a very long time. He does still have respectable power, and Fundora did get knocked out.
But once he's inside, he doesn't let go of his hands.
By another guy who was Keith Thurman's size. So, a guy who, granted, I haven't been punched by either of these guys, but somebody who doesn't appear to have the power that Keith Thurman has, or the skill. And the question lies, okay, has Sebastian Fundora, has he improved enough to keep from that happening again, to keep Keith Thurman at a distance where he won't be able to come in and do the same thing that, I think the guy's name was Brian, his last name was Brian, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what his name is. It's a guy I don't really know, but yeah, he knocked out Fundora. And yeah, we're talking about somebody who, as I said, I don't believe is as skilled and has as much power as Thurman. So, it just remains to be seen. Has Thurman's injuries done enough to keep him from doing that to Fundora? And has Fundora done enough or improved enough to keep that from happening to him again? We'll find out tonight. But in my opinion, I think Fundora is going to win. I think he is going to win by decision. It's funny because sometimes I've seen some predictions where people be like, oh, I think he's going to win by split decision. Well, it's like, well, so you think that you're predicting that two judges are going to see it the same way and one is going to see it different? Like, to me, that's kind of a weird prediction to make. But anyways, yeah, I think it'll be by decision, unanimous, split. I'm not really going to get into the specifics, but for, that's what I think is going to be. Decision for Fundora. But if it's not, probably be knockout by Thurman. I don't think it'll be a decision by Thurman. I think he has too much working against him. But anyways, that's my prediction. Big shout out to my homies over there in the UGC. That's my boxing family, hashtag come back to boxing, my brother Jay Cotto, and everybody else that that I've always been cool with in the YTBC. I'm like I said, I'm doing my best to be back. But y'all take it easy. Peace.
RGM bringing the content, bang. UGC gang, let the bell go clang. Hashtag come back to boxing heat. Every upload feel like fight week. RGM bringing the content, bang. Laugh so hard you forget that it's pain. Hashtag come back to boxing scene. We the undercard